Good morning, guys. This is Rusty 78609 in Central Texas, USA. I'm on Park Road 4, and I am going to do my walking at Walmart or Lowe's. Anyway, it is Sunday morning, sometime, I don't know, February something, and it's about, 9:02 a.m. Central Standard Time. 51 top up degrees. It's a little overcast and cool, so if you have a convertible, put the top up. Anyway, hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing fine, thank you. This is Rusty 78609. I have full-time RV. I've done that for 20 years. I also go camping in a car, a Toyota Prius. I've done that for about 5 years, and I really like it. It's much cheaper and easier. However, if you're interested in RVing or car camping, check out my playlist on my homepage at Rusty78609. All lowercase, no spaces. A lot of tips there that may help you enjoy your camping in cars or RVs. But having said that, a few months or weeks, months ago, whenever it was, it's been quite a while ago, I somehow stumbled into a group of, it's not a movement, so I was told, but it's called Men Going Their Own Way, MGTOW, Men Going Their Own Way. And apparently it's just a loose knit of people of like-mindedness or like thinking, and it's not an organized movement, nor is it apparently intended to be. But generally it just is, it's a group of younger men, typically younger. I say younger, probably 20s, 30s, 40s, in that range, I guess, based on the comments I got here that they were in that age group. And but it's men who have chosen another lifestyle or another way of life, chosen their choice to live without the female presence in their life, which, you know, is that good or bad? I have no opinion on that. That's your choice. Maybe better for some, maybe worse for others. I don't know. But I was thinking about what brought about this kind of thinking, which is, you know, I'm 71 years old. And, you know, of course, when I grew up, all I thought about was the status quo, you know. Grow up, get married, have 2 kids, get a job, work 40 years, and retire, and 2 years later die. Well, that's not necessarily the best way to live your life, in my opinion. There are ways to live it differently, and I think men going their own way is just another way. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. It, I think, was probably brought about by a lot of social media, which I would have to say had something to do with it. Facebook, Twitter, and all the other stuff, LinkedIn, whatever else they've got. A lot of things I'm not even aware of. But I'm sure that had something to do with it. And also texting, I think, adds a little flavor to that, because all of a sudden it's impersonal. You know, you get a text from somebody that says, "I love you." Okay, what the hell does that mean? I mean, you know, it's just, and you get these cute little emojis, you know what I mean? Smiling faces and sad faces and all that stuff, and that can be a complete sentence or a statement. And so you're living in this impersonal pseudo world that pseudo means like false, that's all. It's not a real world. But so I think that kind of brought about this kind of attitude or way of thinking, and it's just different. You know, I noticed that the birth rates in the U.S. and around the world are declining, and a lot of that has to do with people becoming more educated through use of the internet. You know, they're just more aware of different ways of living their life that they never would have known before. Like when I grew up, we didn't even have TV. The only thing you knew was what was happening around you. That was it, right there in your little town. I lived about 3.5 miles out in the country from a small town of about 2,000, 2,500 population at that time. And, there was just not a lot going on. So, you basically did what everyone else did. There was a monkey see, monkey do. And, but for those of you that have chosen, or, if you want to do that, I think that's great. But again, I will make a suggestion here. Once you choose a direction in life, it's not carved in stone, okay? In other words, if you choose a path and you go down that path a while and you're thinking, man, I'm not really happy here, this just isn't working out for me, choose another path, okay? Change, always change. That's what life is, adapting, changing. In a forest fire, trees wish they had legs so they can run away from the fire, but they don't. We do. We have all kind of cute little ways to adapt. And I think this men going their own way is just another way to adapt to the world they live in. I mean, maybe the female group has changed also, and they're not as attractive to the males as they were, and vice versa, and that work cuts both ways. Maybe the men are not as attractive to the females for some reason, and we're getting into just a different world. And I think a lot of it could be traced back to technology and impersonal relationships through text, tweets, Facebook and stuff. That's it's just kind of an unreal world. You know what I mean? And the movies are just, to me, there's no romance in movies anymore. Or if it is, it's just pornography, basically. I mean, but anyway, for you guys out there that are choosing to, quote, go your own way, good for you. Stand up and pat yourself on the back. At least you picked a direction. Some people don't even have that. They just wander through life like a inner tube floating in the ocean. Is that bad? No, that might be a good way to go too. How about the floating in the ocean in the inner tube group? That's the group I'm in. I just kind of, whatever you want to do, go ahead, as long as you don't try to do it to me. And as for you young ladies out there, I got to tell you, when I see a beautiful woman, I'm 71 years old, and when I see a beautiful woman, I'm still here, folks. I'm still alive. I have feelings. I get, my nostrils flare a little bit, and my heart starts beating a little faster. You know what I mean? And but that's me. But for you guys that have chosen to go your own way, good for you. Good for you. But just remember that you can always change, okay? If you meet a sweet young thing of the opposite sex, who knows? And I've been married 3 times, and I know the laws are definitely stacked against men in the courtroom. I know that for a fact because I've been through it. And, but don't, I don't know how you avoid that. Don't get married. I'd say that then. But anyway, just a little trivial thought on MGTOW, men going their own way. Good for you. Pick a direction and go. If it's not the right direction, change. Anyway, guys, thumbs up. Adios. Bye-bye. Buy USA made when you can. Drink plenty of water. Take deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. It relieves stress. Stretch your muscles. Walk for exercise. Do something. Don't eat out too much. Keep your health, and that way you can enjoy your going the own way. Healthily, okay? Anyway, enjoy, you guys. Bye-bye.